Hey Jeremy, how's it going?
Good.
Good to see you, in real life as opposed to over a screen.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you. How's your trip over?
It was good.
Yeah.
I was playing in London on Friday.
Nice.
Had an early flight, so there was no sleep. Straight to the airport and headed here. And I had some rest yesterday.
Yeah.
Well-needed rest.
Yeah.
And today I'm ready to play and party.
We're excited to see your set.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is. So first I want to ask you about what it feels like to be performing at it's kind of an important event for the United States, because we have a lot of EDM, we have a lot of house and techno and clubs, but we don't have festivals like this like they have in Europe. So how does it feel to be part of such a kind of historic event in Chicago, of all places?
Being a part of this feels great. It feels really good, and I'm happy that it's taking place in a place like Chicago as well. You know, the home of house music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's special for people in the US, especially someone who's been in the dance scene for a long time like myself.
Yeah.
Because I used to look at lineups like this in Europe and kind of salivate and be like, when, if ever, is that going to happen in the United States?
Yeah, I think the only ones you see similar to this would be in Detroit during
Movement.
Movement, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really special.
But I think these kind of lineups are becoming more and more popular as people, get to learn the scene and the artists and start to appreciate this kind of music. So I think we will hopefully see more lineups like this pop up.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like the generation of EDM kids have the ones that stuck around. They're now growing into their tastes in music, and this is the kind of thing that they're making.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. When did you fall in love with dance music? Can you tell us about that?
We touched on it a little bit when we talked before. It was definitely when I experienced it in a club.
Yeah.
And I don't think listening at home does dance music any justice.
That's true.
I mean, once you know it, then you can definitely understand this would be great in a club.
Right.
But before you've been to a club, I don't think you really understand what it's all about.
That's absolutely true.
And for me, that was in high school. I'd been sent a lot of great music. I was starting to appreciate it, but I'd never been to a club. And then a friend of mine back then, she was like, we should go to this club, Grodan Cocktail Club. It was on a Thursday night, which is not the typical night to go out when you're, under 18.
Right.
Which I think made it a little bit easier for us to get in, because they didn't expect someone 17, 16 to come on a Thursday.
Right.
But it was Felix the House Cat in this basement in Stockholm. It was small, it was dark, it was sweaty, it was amazing.
What a great entryway into dance music. Felix is amazing.
That place, man, it was, I saw so many big names there that, went on to become Swedish House Mafia, Fritz, Richie Houghton, Felix the House Cat, all these guys playing in this small club was ridiculous thinking back.
That's so awesome. What a great way to get into the scene, to be exposed to some of the best artists that we have.
Yeah, for sure.
And do you remember what the first record you bought was?
No. I mean, I'm not a vinyl kind of guy, so it would have been a digital release. Back then, I'm not gonna lie, I did a lot of the illegal downloads when I didn't have any money.
It's okay.
I think everyone did.
Everybody did.
Everybody did. Sippy Share was my go-to.
Yeah, I did a lot of LimeWire, and my computer hated me for it.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, I get the whole everything behind the scenes. The money goes everywhere. I pay for all my music now, or promos. But back then, I was poor. I didn't work or anything. I can't remember, man. It was a lot of music, and I think that was kind of bad in a way, because it's kind of like when you have all the options in the world, you don't really pay attention to a lot of it.
Yeah.
Whereas when you buy a vinyl, you listen closely to what you just bought.
You spent a lot of money on that.
You spend a lot of money. You want to make sure that you're listening properly. You're not going to skip through a track or whatever.
Yeah.
But, the generations that I grew up with, I think became like overexposed to music in a way. So no, I don't really remember. I think the US is a big music consumer country. People like to have fun here. And music is a big part of life here in the US, I would say, more than even in most parts of Europe.
Interesting.
Except for, I mean, the UK and everything. But every time you go into a cab, there's some specific radio channel playing. People have their genres. People go to a lot of events. People like to have fun here, right? And I mean, going to a dance music party is a lot about having fun. Whereas, you know, if you go to a hip-hop party, it's not the same vibe.
No, it's
when
not.
you go to a dance music event, it's all about having fun, dancing. But it's not similar to any other genre. If you go to a hip-hop event or a country event or anything, it's different.
Yeah.
And people like to party here.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. What excites you about the future of dance music?
Well, I think I gave a pretty shitty answer before because I was talking about like hardware, and that was exciting for me because I'm just now diving into it. What excites me? I mean, I'm excited to see which subgenres are going to pop up because at the moment techno is very, very big in the US. And I'm curious to see what the young people come up with, you know, taking on that kind of music and doing something new with it. Because I don't think it's people like me or people that are past 25, 30 that are going to change it. I think it's usually the younger ones that put their influence into it. And it's going to be fun to see what they do with this techno influence, I would say.
Nice. I like that answer. I've been noticing that
better than last time.
Yeah. Not better, just different. Different. Well, once again, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us. It's really great to meet you in person.
Yeah, you too, man.
And I'm really looking forward to your set.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Bye.